In the frozen heart of Mongolia, where winds howl across endless steppes, a custom exists so surprising that it challenges all Western comprehension. In a land of ancestral warriors and millennial traditions, there is a hospitality ritual that pushes the boundaries of what we would normally consider acceptable, a custom that tests all our concepts of intimacy, respect, and survival. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any revealing and intriguing videos. Each click can unveil a new mystery that challenges your understanding of cultures around the world. The Mongols, direct descendants of Genghis Khan, developed over centuries a practice that would shock any modern society: the tradition of offering their own daughters as warmers for guests during the frigid nights of the steppes. This custom, born from the extreme necessity of survival in one of the planet's most hostile environments, represents much more than a simple act of hospitality. It is a ritual of life preservation. In lands where temperatures can plummet to tens of degrees below zero, survival has always been a constant battle. Nomadic Mongolian peoples learned that human warmth was not just a comfort, but a matter of life or death. In this brutal context, the tradition of sharing body heat became a survival strategy as important as hunting or building shelters. Mongolian young women, prepared since childhood for this role, do not see the practice as a violation, but as a sacred duty of hospitality and protection. They are trained to be not just hosts, but true guardians of their guests' well-being. Local culture considers this tradition as the supreme expression of respect and generosity, where individual sacrifice serves the collective good. The warming process follows strict and complex rules. It is not a sexual act, but a precise science of survival. The young women are strategically positioned to maximize heat transfer, using traditional techniques passed down through generations. Their bodies serve as true living heat sources, capable of maintaining the body temperature of exhausted travelers hungry for warmth. This practice finds its deepest roots in the nomadic philosophy of collective survival. In an environment where each human being represents a precious resource, solidarity is not just a value, but an absolute necessity. Each act of hospitality can mean the difference between life and death, especially during the long and merciless Mongolian winters. Anthropologists studying this tradition are fascinated by the cultural complexity behind a custom that seems so shocking to Western eyes. It is not a sexual or exploitative practice, but a sophisticated survival system that transformed the human body itself into an instrument of life preservation. Mongolian young women are trained from a very early age in this art of extreme hospitality. They learn specific body heating techniques, knowledge about thermal insulation, and preservation strategies that are transmitted as true family secrets. Each movement, each body position is studied millimetrically to ensure maximum efficiency in heat transfer. Historical records suggest that this practice dates back centuries, possibly originating in the oldest tribes that inhabited the coldest regions of Central Asia. Genghis Khan, whose empire extended through extremely cold territories, may have been one of the first to codify these hospitality practices as military and survival strategies. Scientifically, the mutual heating process is incredibly complex. The human body can transfer up to 70% of its heat through direct contact, a phenomenon that Mongols have mastered like no other people. The young women are true heat engineers, capable of stabilizing a traveler's body temperature on the brink of hypothermia within minutes. The techniques vary according to region and tribe. Some communities have developed specific rituals where heating follows almost mathematical body positioning patterns. Others created complex rotation systems, ensuring that no young woman would be overburdened with this responsibility. It is important to emphasize that at no point does this tradition represent an objectification of women. On the contrary, it places them in a position of absolute respect and crucial importance for the group's survival. They are the guardians of life, responsible for keeping the flame of existence burning even in the most critical moments. Modern anthropologists still debate the ethical and cultural boundaries of this practice. How to understand a custom so distant from our Western hospitality standards. How to interpret a ritual that transforms the human body into an instrument of life preservation. Mongolian young women do not see this as a burden, but as an honor. Each night of warming represents a deep connection with their ancestral traditions, an act of courage and solidarity that transcends any superficial understanding of culture. Visitors who experience this tradition report not only physical survival, but an almost spiritual transformation. Heat is not just temperature, but a form of human connection that few Westerners can truly comprehend. Interestingly, with the advancement of technology and communications, this tradition begins to modify. Electric heaters, modern thermal clothing, and changes in housing patterns are gradually altering this millennial custom. But in many remote communities, the ritual continues, keeping alive one of the most fascinating hospitality traditions in the world. To unveil more mysteries like this, to know stories that challenge your entire comprehension about cultures around the world, subscribe right now to our channel. Hit that red subscription button, activate notifications, and get ready to dive into revelations that will shock, fascinate, and completely transform your vision of humanity. Each video is a door to an incomparable universe of discoveries. Don't miss the opportunity to be part of this knowledge journey. Subscribe now and transform your understanding of the world.